One time on January 2012, I was 7 years old at the time. While I was doing my homework, my parents suddenly called me and my sister. I went to the dining room and listened to what my parents would say. Words from my father's lips were, my family was going to China. When I heard this, I thought it was just for traveling. However, my father also added that we would be going to China for 3 years and planned to move to China on February 22nd. The week after, I registered to a Chinese academy and learned Chinese from the most basic level, which is the pronunciation. I learned Chinese for one month and moved to China and started a new life. In China, I got many chances to contact with several foreigners, and I unexpectedly found that Korean and Chinese have a bias to each other. I don't know a foreigner's view, which might think Korean and Chinese are similar since they are in the same continent. However, in my view, who is Korean, think that Korean and Chinese are definitely different. Both have different thought, culture, custom, and even the attitude toward others. However, the attitude that both countries are different can be easily distinguished by someone who I met the first time through the standard that I could judge another. And it gradually comes to me as a bias. However, none so far, I realized that not only me, but also many people have a bias to the two countries. Bias is a prejudice in favor of or against one thing, person, or people compared with another, and usually in a way considered to be unfair. I said many people have a bias to the two countries, and bias is a prejudice which is unfair. Then it means many people have a wrong idea to the two countries? Yes, definitely it is. Finally, I could find out one bias to the two countries. The first one is for the Korean. My teacher Shirley said that Korean students, especially from China, are always complaining about their homework. However, Korean students who are from Korea are used to studying hard, and she couldn't hear any complaint about homework. I just thought that the students who are complaining are limited. However, my teacher expanded each range and considered the student to the all Korean students. The second one is for the Chinese. Korea thinks that China is dirty and Chinese is impolite. And Korea is the country that people tend to look down on Chinese. Even China is a country that exercises a political level to the whole world. The second place in GDP next to USA, and developed quickly in short time. It is obvious that China is not a country to see easily. However, a reason why Koreans ignore China is related with historical events. There was one event that Korea defeated China, and since then, Korea started to ignore China. Due to the bias that China is dirty and impolite, I also thought like this before I moved to China. However, a real figure of China exactly opposite from my thoughts. Same with other countries, there is a person who is impolite. However, it doesn't mean all of them are like that. It is natural to have a bias since we don't know and can experience everything. However, it doesn't mean it should be accepted. We have to check our bias continuously and find what's wrong. We have to make a step to correct it. Thank you for listening. I'm Hea Won from Academic Philippines.